All right, welcome to Guitar 201 Week 3. We worked on the intro melody part to Iron Man, as well as the first really cool lick. So first I'll play it for you, and we're just gonna do it on the single string, so the A string, 5th string, and here we go. So what we're doing here is we're going to the 2nd fret here on the A string, hitting that once, then the 5th fret, little rest there, hit it again, then 7, 7 twice, and then now we're going to go 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 3 times. Then we're going to go up to the 5th fret here, hit that once, and then the 7th fret twice. So we got 2, 5, 5, 7, 7, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 5, 7, 7. So it's a really good thing to actually just say the frets as well while you're doing it. Also listening to the track Iron Man by Black Sabbath. And I will link that in the notes. So what we got here is we got 2, 5, 5, 7, 7, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 5, 7, 7. And then now we did this really cool lick here. So that's that first like really cool lick before it goes back to the so what you do there is you want the low E string. We're going to hit that twice on the 7th fret. Then we're going to hit the 5th fret on the A string. Then back to the 7th fret on the 7th fret. So we got so far 7, 7, 5, 7. So a low E, A string, then back to that. And then we're going to do a chromatic walk down to 6. And then 5, 5, 5, and that's on the low E string. So we got 7, 7, 5, 7, chromatic walk down. Those three A's there, and then now we're gonna hit the open E, and then we're gonna go 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I like to do there is I just like to keep my fingers, just going 1, 2, 3, 4, just because it really sets up nice for this lick. And a good way to warm up for that is to just do like our chromatic exercise thing. 4, 5, 6, 7. Good thing to always warm up with that for at least like 2 minutes. So there's that. So to review that, we got for the intro part. And then for the second lick. And then it goes back into the, oh, sorry, wrong nose there. And the goal to play this, fully is to do a power chord. So the power chord, so we want to hit the A string here on the 2nd fret, and then we want to try to hit the 4th string on the 4th fret. So it's kind of a stretch though, so just slowly work on it. And then on the 4th string, we want to hit that 4th fret. Now, a really cool way to start warming up for your power chords is to do So we're gonna hit that low string here, A. Then we're gonna take your second finger and third finger. I'm going to hit the 3rd fret and 4th fret on the D string, and then put your pinky underneath that to add more of a fuller chord, and also add stability with your 3rd finger. So what we do here is we go 2nd fret, and then we're going to go 3rd, 4th, and then pinky underneath your 3rd finger, and just try to play that together. And then go to the 5th fret, and then do the same thing on the 7th, and go really slow with that, and then go to the 10th fret, and then do the same thing on the 9th fret, and then go back and just repeat that, and then so on and so forth. So to repeat that, the intro part, we got so I like to use a combination between alternate picking and regular downstrokes. So I'm using alternate picking there. Down, up, down, up, down, up. And then we also talked a little bit about music theory. So we're gonna talk about intervals. So as we know, there's 7 notes to a major scale, alphabet A through G, and then all the other notes, the accidentals, the F sharps, the G sharps, the A flats, those are, enharmonic equivalents, but that identifies with key signatures. So right now we're just gonna deal with no sharps or flats. So we're gonna play a C major scale. Gonna plug in the formula, and we're gonna do it on the A string, the 5th string. So we're gonna start 3rd fret here, so C, and then we're gonna go up a whole step, D, so that'd be the 5th fret, and then we're gonna go up another whole step, which would be E on the 7th fret, and then the 8th fret would be your F, so there's no E sharp or anything like that. So between E and F, remember, is a half step. And then F to G is your whole step, so 8 to 10. And then G to A is your other whole step. And then A to B is another whole step. And then between B and C here, there is no B sharp. So it's just B, C. So you got 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret, 10th fret, 12th fret, 14th fret, and 15th fret. So if you're wondering where that A is, remember that the 12th fret is the same as everything that you tune to open. So this would be E, then A, D, G, and then, B and high E. So yeah, just kind of work on that. So it's 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, then 15. So now we're going to use that and create intervals. So intervals are distance between notes. So if I went C to D and skip that 1 fret, skip the 4th fret and play the 5th fret, so a whole step away, that's what would be called a major second. So I'm going to do all the major intervals first and then get to the minors. So we're just going to do everything on the A string. But when you start learning the notes on the fretboard, you can do like different combinations. So like that's a major 3rd, minor 3rd, major 2nd, but that comes along with time. So we're just going to focus on the A string here. So if I go C to D, 1st degree to 2nd degree, so that would be your major 2nd. Now if I go C to E, so 3rd fret to the 7th fret, that'd be your major 3rd. Major 2nd would be major 3rd. Okay, now if I go C to F, so this would be going 1st degree to the 4th degree, would be a perfect 4th. So if you think of, you know, good old wedding song or Star Wars, Star Wars definitely, because you got that right there is a 4th, so it's like pretty cool. So then now, so 3rd fret to the 7th fret, that's your major 3rd, or yeah, so that's your major 3rd, and then 3rd fret to the 8th fret, sorry, it's the perfect 4th. And now if you go 3rd fret to the 10th fret, right here, 3rd fret to the 10th fret, that would be called a perfect 5th. So that's where you get the power chord type thing. And then if you go 3rd fret to the 14th fret, that'd be your major 7. And then if you go 3rd fret to the 15th fret, you're back at your octave C. So we got major 2nd, which is fret 3 to 5 on the A string, and then major 3rd is 3 to 7, and then perfect 4th is 3 to 8, perfect 5th 3 to 10, and then major 6th is your 3rd fret to the 12th fret, major 7 is 3rd fret to the 14th, and your octave is 3rd to the 15th. Now for the minors. So when you look at minor intervals, it's just taking like a major interval and just lowering it a half step. So instead, we'd play this, 3rd fret to the 4th fret. That is what we call a minor 2nd. So it sounds kind of weird. So here's your major, 3 to 5, major 2nd, minor 2nd. And then now to do a minor 3rd, we do, so we're gonna go 3rd fret to the 6th fret instead. So here's your major 3rd, and then here's your minor 3rd. So this is 3 to 7, that is your major 3rd, and then 3 to 6 is your minor 3rd. Now, here what we like to do is, you know, you got your perfect 4th, but there's a way to also make this thing called a tritone or a flat 5. So you'd be going to the 3rd fret to the 9th fret. So that's just called a tritone. So that would be taking your F here and just raising that, because that will equal up to the flat 5, because your perfect 5th here is 3 to 10. So you want to make that flat, you want to make your 5th degree flat. So that would be 3 to 9. So that would be also called your tritone or your flat 5, depending on how you look at things. And then if you go here, 3rd fret to the 11th fret, that would be called a minor 6th. So we're taking that 6th degree, lowering it by half step. So your major 6 was 3 to 12, right? And then now for your minor 6, it's mysterious. And then here, 3rd fret to the 14th fret. So that's our major 7, right? Now to make that a minor 7, 3rd fret to the 13th fret. So major 7, 3 to the 14th fret, flat 7, 13th fret. So that's pretty much how intervals work. And then remember to take, if you want to work on some note location, take like your 1st and your 6th and 5th string, so the E and A, And remember that chromatic exercise, or chromatic scale, 12 tones. So you got your C, C sharp, D flat, D, D sharp, E flat, E, F, F sharp, G flat, G, G sharp, A flat, and G sharp, A flat. And then, and then we got, your A, there we go. And then A sharp or B flat, I just like to call it B flat. And then you go to B, and then you are back, there's no B sharp, so you are back to your C. So to play that on, just a regular A string here, we go C, next note, C sharp, D flat, then you got D on the 5th fret here, D sharp, E flat would be on the 6th fret, E would be on the 7th, F would be on your 8th, F sharp, G flat would be on your 9th, G would be on your 10th, G sharp, A flat would be on your 11th, A would be on your 12th, A sharp or B flat, I like to call it B flat just because it sounds cooler. It's on the 13th fret. And then you have your B on the 14th, and then because there's no B sharp again, you're back to your C. So to do that, so like let's say you want to figure out the notes on the low E string. So remember the low string, same notes. So that's kind of cool. So you only have to learn like 5 strings. But 90% of the stuff that we learn are always on the 6th and 5th string. Not 90%, but pretty close. So what we want to do is we're going to take that chromatic scale, right? So this low note is in E. So what you want to do, and remember the 12th fret is an E. Open E, 12th fret is an E. So what you want to do is you want to take that chromatic scale, write it down, and then you want to go to the note E, and then you want to circle around the whole 12 tones until you hit back to E. So between E and F, of course, there's no E sharp, so we'd hit the open E, and then we would go 1st fret would be your F, next fret, 2nd fret would be your F sharp, G flat, then you got your G, G sharp, A flat, 5th fret is A, then A sharp, B flat is the 6th fret, B is the 7th, 8th fret is your C, and then C sharp, D flat is your 9, and then D is your 10, D sharp, E flat is your 11th fret, and then you're back to your E. And then you would go to the next string, A. So you go A to A. So you got A sharp, B flat, B, and then we got C, C sharp, D flat, D, D sharp, E flat, E, F, F sharp, G flat, G, G sharp, A flat, and then A. So remember when you're trying to find that A and the E and all that, or all these strings, remember the 12th fret with the double dot, all the same notes. Boom. Pretty cool. So now if you did the D string, might as well just do them all for you. You would hit open D, 1st fret would be your D sharp, E flat, then your E, and then 3rd fret would be F, F sharp, G flat, then G is the 5th fret, G sharp, A flat, A is at the 7th, and then A sharp, B flat is at 8, and then B is at the 9th, and then C would be at the 10th, C sharp, D flat would be at the 11th, and then you're back at your D at the 12th. So now for the G, we do the same thing. G, G sharp, A flat, A sharp, B flat, then B is on the 4th fret, then 5th fret is your C, and then your 6th fret, C sharp, D flat, D is on the 7th, D sharp, E flat, E is at the 9th, then the 10th is F, and then F sharp, G flat, and then you're back to G. Now for the B string, B, C, C sharp, D flat, D, D sharp, E flat, E, F, F sharp, G flat, G would be at the 8th fret here, G sharp, A flat, A would be at the 10th, A sharp, B flat, and then you're back to B. Now the E, all the same. So E, F, F sharp, G flat, G, G sharp, A flat, A sharp, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D flat, D, D sharp, E flat, and E. So the low E, high E, same notes. So as time goes on, what I would do is I would just try to find, like, for example, all your C's. So you'd be like, okay, where's the C here? If you know that the 7th fret is a B, well, the next fret up would be your C. Now, when you look at the A string here, if you know that the 2nd fret is a B, 3rd fret would be your C. There's your 2nd. And then, now if you know that your 12th fret is a D, you want to go back 2 frets, because this is your D sharp, or C sharp. 10th fret would be your C. So that would be your 3rd C. So we got 8, 3, 10. Now if you know your 4th fret on your G string is a B, just go up a half step. So that would be your other C. So we got 8, 3, 10, 5, and then now you got your open B. 1st fret would be your C. So we got 8, 3, 10, 5, 1, and then you're back to 8 because you're high E. So 8, 3, 10, 5, 1, 8. And just slowly work on that. And then they also have these things, octave shapes. So if you know the 8th fret is your low E, or is a C, and you remember that's the 10th fret, there you go, that's an octave shape. Same note. So with octave shapes, they are kind of 2 to 3 different shapes. Well, I kind of look at it 2 different shapes. 3. Depends on how you look at it. So like the first shape would be, 8 to 10, and these are all changeable, so just because I go here, that's just a pattern, that's just a shape, but that changed the note. So there's 1 string apart, also 1 fret apart, so 8 to the 10th fret. Now the 2nd octave shape, so this would be the 6th string to the 4th string, so we're skipping 1 string. Now for the 2nd octave shape, we're doing the same thing, but moving it down a string set. So it's going to be strings 5, skip the 4th string, and play the 3rd. So that's skipping 1 fret there. Now for the 3rd one, because you already know your, C is there, we want to skip 2 frets. And when you want to use your pinky, so we got 10th fret to 13th fret. So that would be your other octave shape here. And then you want to use the same pattern at the 5th fret, but on the, so you're skipping the G string here, play the 4th string, skip the 3rd string, play the 2nd. Now what we want to do is we want to go to the 5th fret, do the same thing with this shape, so it'd be 5, 8. So we got so far 8, 10, and then 3, 5, 10, 13, 5, 8, and then now everybody loves the C chord. If you just remove your middle finger and just play 3rd fret and 1st fret, so this one we're skipping the 4th and the 3rd string, we're skipping 2 strings instead, but skipping 1 fret. So if you play the 2nd string here, on the 1st fret, skip the 3rd, skip the 4th, and play the 5th. Now if you want to, just practice the C chord, and then just remove your middle finger. So those are octave shapes, note location, the Iron Man melody, intervals, major and minor, If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks. See you next week.